Donald Trump just made headlines again, but this time, it's not about America's elections, court cases, or campaign trail. This time, it's about Liberia. Yes, Liberia, an African nation that rarely appears in major U.S. political discourse. So, why did Trump suddenly praise Liberian President Joseph Boakai? What exactly did he say, and what could be the deeper meaning behind his words? Stay with us, because this story may signal something much bigger than a simple compliment. Welcome to Facts Point, where we bring you sharp insights and clear facts about global affairs. If you love staying updated on international politics, global leadership, and what's really happening behind the scenes, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. At a recent event, Donald Trump surprised many by shifting the conversation to Africa, more specifically, to Liberia. While speaking about international leadership and democratic values, he said, and I quote, "President Joseph Boakai has shown incredible leadership in a part of the world that often doesn't get enough credit. His peaceful transition to power and his dedication to democratic values is something we can all learn from." These words, coming from Trump, a figure known for his America First stance and controversial international relations, sparked immediate global attention. To understand the significance of this praise, it's important to look at the historical context. Liberia is a unique nation in West Africa with deep-rooted ties to the United States. Founded in the early 1800s by freed African American slaves, the country has long maintained cultural and political connections to the U.S. Its capital city, Monrovia, is even named after U.S. President James Monroe. So, when Trump referenced Liberia, it wasn't just out of the blue, it was a calculated moment that tied together history, diplomacy, and current political narratives. Now, let's talk about President Joseph Boakai. He came into power in early 2024 after defeating former football star turned President George Weah. Boakai's win was widely celebrated, not just in Liberia but internationally, as a rare example of a smooth, democratic transition in a region often affected by instability. Since taking office, Boakai has worked to stabilize Liberia's economy, rebuild trust in government institutions, and restore the nation's position on the world stage. Trump's mention of Boakai can be interpreted in several ways. Some analysts believe it's an attempt to show his awareness of African politics and possibly connect with African American voters ahead of the 2024 U.S. elections. Others think it's a message to international observers that Trump is not just focused on America, but also sees value in uplifting global democratic examples. Then there are those who say it was simply a PR move to polish his image in contrast to the usual controversies. So far, President Boakai has not issued a formal response to Trump's praise. However, Liberian news outlets and the public have been quick to react. Many Liberians expressed pride at the mention, feeling seen and respected by one of the world's most high-profile political figures. But not everyone is buying it. Some political commentators and civil society voices in Liberia have questioned the intention behind Trump's words. Was it genuine recognition, or was it just a convenient opportunity? Social media lit up with mixed reactions. Hashtags like #Trump on Boakai and #Liberia in Focus began trending across West Africa, with some users celebrating the acknowledgement while others reminded the world of Trump's past controversial remarks about African nations. This duality of reaction shows just how complex the relationship between global perception and political messaging really is. Another angle to consider is the geopolitical context. Africa has become a growing point of focus for major global powers including the US, China, and Russia. Liberia, being historically close to the US, may serve as a symbolic ally if future U.S. administrations decide to ramp up engagement with the continent. Could this be the beginning of a renewed U.S.-Africa diplomatic chapter under a potential second Trump presidency? Only time will tell. But moments like these are often more than what they seem on the surface. Donald Trump, love him or hate him, doesn't say things randomly. His public statements are often layered, strategic, timed, and aimed at specific audiences. Whether his praise for Boakai was meant to sway African American voters, show foreign policy depth, or simply grab international headlines, it worked. The world noticed. Liberia noticed. And you noticed. So, what do you think? Is Trump's praise a genuine gesture of international respect or a calculated political tactic? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We want to hear your take on this unfolding story. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and of course, subscribe to Facts Point. We bring you the most important stories from around the world, broken down in a way that's clear, fact-based, and engaging. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay informed, stay curious,